What's up everybody, Frangrams here, and today I want to talk about Pikmin 4 and the potential for its DLC. So, at first I thought, DLC in Pikmin 4, maybe that's a bit too much wishful thinking going on there, but then I remembered, wait, Pikmin 3 got DLC, and Pikmin 3 was released on the Wii U. I mean, if a Pikmin game could get DLC on the Wii U of all consoles, then I'm sure Pikmin 4's DLC is right around the corner, alright? But not to give you guys too much hope, this is just a video of me basically listing off my ideas for what it could be in order of how probable I think a Pikmin 4 DLC would look like. So, without further ado, here are my top 5 ideas for Pikmin 4's DLC. Coming in at number 5, we have new Pikmin types. Now I know that sounds ridiculous. That's because it is. That's the reason it's the number 5 spot on this list of potential DLC ideas for Pikmin 4. Because there's no way Nintendo would ever introduce another Pikmin type. How many are we at right now? Like 20? I mean, we're running out of colors at this point. Or are we? Maybe there is one more type that's yet to be introduced and there's still space for. Maybe in caves by chance. Maybe a Pikmin type that isn't really a Pikmin type to begin with, but more of a Bulbmin type. There we go. At the number 5 spot, we have Bulbmin potentially returning in Pikmin 4's DLC. It's the one thing Nintendo just did not allow us to have. They gave us everything we wanted but Bulbmin. And this isn't me complaining. I mean, Pikmin 4 is a great game, but if I had to throw any new Pikmin type in there in the DLC, I guess it would be Bulbmin, but I doubt that would ever happen. That's why it's at number 5, obviously. At number 4, we have online multiplayer. Now, I kind of was unsure as to how high to put this idea on the list because it would make complete sense for Nintendo to put online multiplayer in any of their single player games, right? That just brings more people together, especially like with Pikmin. Can you imagine having like Dandori issues with some player from Japan or something? That's just, it's like printing money at that point, right? You get more people playing your game with their friends, maybe streaming it. You know how those streamers like playing and collabing. Imagine if they could do so with like Dandori battles in Pikmin 4. But at this point, it's just one of the reasons it's so high up on the list and not that probable in my opinion is because it's a big ask. Sure, it makes a lot of sense to do it, but I'm no game developer, but I imagine adding a whole like online aspect to a game like that is just gonna take some time, especially if we want Nintendo to do it right. So yeah, I guess it's probable, but at the same time, since it is a big task, I would imagine it might not come anytime soon, especially not for like a $10 or $20 DLC add-on pack. Something else that could be added into Pikmin 4 through DLC, which I would love to see, is new enemies. Sure, we have a bunch of new enemies introduced in Pikmin 4 already, but what's the issue with having more, right? It can't be that hard. And if Nintendo doesn't want to design any new enemies, maybe bring in some over from the Hey Pikmin world, because apparently there are no Hey Pikmin enemies in Pikmin 4, and that's kind of a crime in itself, just not having a Mokiwi in Pikmin 4. So, for all I care, have us pay $20 to add Mokiwis into Pikmin 4 and I'd be happy. But yeah, obviously, I know Nintendo would never just add a DLC pack where it's just enemies added into the game. It'd come with much more, which I'll get into later in the video. Something else Nintendo could do through Pikmin 4 DLC is adding different difficulty modes into the game. But the more I think about it, I kind of regret putting this at number 2 on the list because I don't feel like that's even necessary at this point. I feel like if Nintendo was thinking to do that, they would have done so in advance and learned their lesson from Pikmin 3, right? Because they did add new difficulty modes with the re-release of Pikmin 3 Deluxe. So yeah, I guess I'm just kind of backtracking this, but I'll leave it in the video regardless, because we already have Pikmin 4 the way it is with like the limits on your Pikmin throughout the entire game. Wait a second. I just had like a light bulb. What if Nintendo made it so that you could just choose to have 100 Pikmin right off the bat? Maybe make a difficulty mode that's an easier mode so that you could actually appreciate having as many Pikmin as you want right off the bat, more than 3 types, just little quality of life stuff that might have some people enjoy the game more instead of having to only have 3 Pikmin types at a time in the game. Well, I'm just kind of redoing this entire segment here, but yeah, that would be nice for Nintendo to just give us the option of just changing little things like that within the game. Alright, time for my final prediction on what Pikmin 4 DLC could look like, and the one I think is the most probable compared to the ones I just rambled off. You ready? A brand new area added into Pikmin 4 through DLC. It sounds pretty straightforward, right? Pretty simple, because it makes the most sense in my opinion. With the new area, Nintendo could add a plethora of things like different enemies, like I mentioned, or maybe even the different Dandori battle missions. If they don't want to do more online multiplayer, you just add more Dandori missions in there in that new area, like we've already been playing in the base game. So I guess that is the most straightforward answer to Pikmin 4's DLC, is just add a new area into the game with all that other stuff included in it. But I want to hear what you guys think. Do you think any of these predictions sound feasible? Do you have any of your own? Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you just want to watch more Pikmin stuff, because that's all I basically do on this channel.